How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Big Six. Apologies for the lateness. Obviously, well, as you can see, GRIZZ is running a bit late. He's going to be here in about 10 minutes, but the rest of the gang are in the building. Steve, SAEED, Matisse, TOBS, you know, all good?
All good, man. Yeah, everything's
not
good.
Really, but not really.
What did you say, TOBS?
I said not really, but it is what it is.
Why? What happened?
What is what it is?
Yeah, what happened?
We lost to you know what happened? We lost to we lost to Caravan Settlers, bro.
Wow.
Bro, you lost to the 5th place team in Slovenia.
Brother.
Wow.
Their club is finished, man.
How many teams are in that league? 5.
I have no idea, bro. Brother.
Bad, man.
They are finished, man. Conte, man.
That's worse than the Dynamo Zagreb defeat. I remember that one as well.
Bro, do you not remember we lost to fucking Royal Antwerp last year? Like this.
I've heard of Antwerp though. I haven't heard of this one. Like AS Moore or something. I don't know.
Yeah, bro. As I was saying to Steve and to Turkish offline, I'm in a way, yeah. Like you'll probably say, no, you're waffling, but in a way, like I'm sort of happy that Conte is seeing this team for what they are, because if we went on a hot streak and we were playing well, all of a sudden the narrative would change and you'd hear people say, oh, maybe this team's not so bad. Oh, maybe, they should be going for top 4. I want Conte to see.
Oh, he might leave and be like, fuck this.
I want him to see this team for how ugly they are. Like how ugly they are on the eye, how ugly they are in possession, how ugly they are without the ball. Like I want him to see every single deficiency. So when it comes to January and summer, there's no Lele, there's no lacking, bro. Just get rid of them.
You better just
get
make sure you don't scare him off. He's used to a certain standard, that man. Don't take him to fucking.
And this is what we're saying. We need the cash, isn't it? But like for me, I'm looking at this like we're probably gonna go through. We'll have to play a playoff game, so it's not the end of the world. It's enough. It's embarrassing, but if you're
playoff
what a playoff, what is this the MLS
playoff game? You didn't know.
What?
So, you didn't know. So basically, it starts from the Champions League. So the top 2 sides in the Champions League obviously go to the knockouts. The 3rd place team in the Champions League, normally they would have just dropped straight into the knockouts for Europa League. But the 3rd place team in the Champions League have to play a playoff match with the 2nd place team in Europa. And that decides who then joins the 1st place team in Europa in the knockout stages. And then the 3rd place team in Europa have to play a playoff game against the 2nd place team in the Conference League, and that decides who makes it through to the playoffs to the knockout.
Mate, this is grim. Like you're explaining like hoops and jumps and do you know what I mean, circus acts and shit.
Third tier European competition, and we're doing gymnastics.
So, can I just say what you said? So if you become, you got to Europa League, or is it still conference?
No, it's still conference. We can't drop any lower. So if we beat Rennes, then at home in our final game, then we guarantee that we go through to the playoff game. But Rennes will go straight through to the knockouts. Do you get what I'm saying? They'll go straight through to the knockout of the Conference League. We will have to play a playoff game against the 3rd place team in one of the groups within the Europa League.
SAEED, this is like the FA Cup qualifying round where it's like Halifax versus Metropolitan Police and shit. You just don't know what's going on anymore. You know what I mean? It's like
the Anglo-Italian Cup. Do you remember that years ago?
Yeah, I remember what that is.
The Anglo-Italian Cup, it used to be English teams in the Championship and below used to play Italian teams. So you'd end up with like Millwall versus Bologna. And they used to just kick fuck up with each other on the pitch and in the stands. It was mad, man.
People asking me in the comments, would you like to drop out? No, I want us to stay in and win it. But I also want Antonio Conte to see these guys in their true state. So there's no hard decision when it comes to selling. There shouldn't be no hard decision when it comes to selling Bergwijn, to selling Ali, to selling Lo Celso, to selling Sanchez, to selling Dyer, to selling Doherty, to selling Winks. Literally, like 75% of our team need to be sold. Like Spurs fans keep saying it, and people keep thinking we're exaggerating. They need to be sold.
The thing is, seriously, the Premier League fans these days, they've got to understand that it's not a quick fix, and just getting Antonio Conte on board isn't a quick fix. And we can laugh at these results, but to be fair, the team, like Toby said, is not his team, and it's just nowhere near going to be a challenging team. They've got one or two players where you think, yeah, Kane, Son, maybe Romero at the back. But other than that, he's got to get them out. And I think he'll bring in some older players. I just think he needs another. It's going to take him 18 months if he can offload half of them players. If he can't, he's going to struggle because the place is a mess. There's a few teams in the Premier League like that. They think they can swap the manager. It's going to be all great. We're all back. We're back. You ain't back, mate. Doesn't happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight. Tottenham is in a mess, and Conte will know that. Go on. You can speak.
I wasn't doing it because of that. I was just saying that, Chelsea, we're overnight.
No, to be fair with Chelsea, he sort of just came in and he sort of, he sort of just improvised his system on the players, and they took to it straight away, and it worked. But that doesn't happen everywhere. You know what I mean? That was a bit of luck on his behalf that they bought into his system and they just clicked. Some managers come in and they try and play it, and they haven't got the players to play it. And I think some of them Spurs players, Conte can't trust them. I think he won't trust them, and he'll bring his own men in. And if they're older guys, he don't care. He'll bring them in until he gets a steady side. And then, like I say, it's a long-term project for him. It's not a quick fix. He ain't going to do anything at Spurs, in my opinion, in at least 18 months.
I actually think it's actually probably better to finish where Arsenal finished than where Tottenham finished, because this competition is just... I'm sorry, this competition is absolute dross. Like, I didn't understand half of what you said there with the whole playoffs and you know what I mean, freaking LA Galaxy game. I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm so confused. But I just think it would be better if Conte had a whole week to work with your team for Premier League games right now.
Well, as it stands, if we don't beat, so our goal difference is, so Vitesse are above us currently, and the team will go on head to head, didn't it? And they're above us currently in the table, but both level on points. So we may not even, if we don't get the right result against Rennes, then we probably won't go through.
It's good news, that.
It's not the worst news, but I would like to win a trophy.
Nah, forget that trophy. I mean, come on, man, Toby. You're not gonna go to Malia. You don't want to go to Malia. You just want to go back.
Listen, SAEED, it wasn't that long ago. That long ago on this show that he said he didn't want to win a Carabao Cup. He would rather finish in the top four.
Yeah, true.
Now he's after the Chicken Cup, the Costa del Sol Trophy, whatever they just played in. He's after that. Now that is our trophy
at this point.
But Steve, though, like, we can't finish in the top four. If there was a genuine opportunity for Spurs to finish in the top four this season, I'm picking it over the Carabao Cup or this European Cup. But we don't have any chance of finishing in the top four. It's not happening.
You can't pick this cup over the Carabao Cup, and I don't rate the Carabao Cup.
No, I'm not picking between the two. I'll take both either. I'm not saying this.
All right, mate, calm down, both.
All right, mate. All
right, calm down.
All right, Gazer.
Remind me what you're winning.
I'll have it all, lads. All right, I'll have it all.
I've told you guys before, though. You know what I mean? This is the Big Six show, and we're, apart from Tottenham, we're probably all of us, the five of us, are blessed that we've seen trophies, you know what I mean? So when people disrespect the Carabao Cup, I've told you before, I've met fans of other clubs who would literally give the right arm for a Carabao Cup. I met a Newcastle fan that said to me, if Newcastle could win the Carabao Cup before he dies, he'd be over the moon. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. I was in that boat many years ago when I was a young lad. I thought to my mate said to me once at the game, I reckon we've got an FA Cup in us before we die. And I went, yeah, man, I'll take that. And I'd have took it. So listen, these trophies are trophy, you know what I mean? I'm sure Antonio Conte, if he could have got a Carabao Cup in his first season, it is what it is. Man United will be going for it next year with their new tactical genius. You know what I mean? To add to the Intertoto Cup he's got in the cupboard.
Let me get a couple of the super chats in before we move on to that. Real Talk says Tolkien and SAEED are going to get clipped more times this year than toenails in Scholes's house. SAEED,
that's a funny one.
That is a funny one. So that's why I thought I'll start with that. SAEED, Ralf for sporting director. Let's go, Man United will win a trophy this season. And Francis says Ralf Rangnick. Simple. Not. Yeah. John here is asking Saeed, do you still think Mendy has a bus in front of him and only makes TV camera saves? First Scholes and now Saeed. Keep up the good work, guys.
It is what it is, man. That's my personal opinion, but you know, I can't rattle the fan base of Chelsea. They're they're like minions. They run at you. As soon as you say to my Chelsea, they what's going on here? You know what I mean? So
maybe I just impacts. We attack like we counter press. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? So listen, Chelsea fans, maybe I don't talk about your club because it's very, very precious. You know what I mean? But we move, man. You know what I mean? I'd rather talk about my club. Is that all right, guys? If I talk about my club?
Yeah, go for it,
man. Do you want full screen?
Yeah,
I'm humble. You know. Can I get no one interrupting me? Is that all right?
You can have the floor, mate, if you want it.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Crack on,
all right with you? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'm living good here, mate. Just beat Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, you know, good game. You know, you powerhouse of football now, so fair play to you.
Not Villarreal, mate. You know what I mean?
You know what? Sorry, just before you go, Saeed, when I hear Paris Saint-Germain, I hear a Bang Yang.
Yeah, I was just about to say it's just the best.
Okay.
I thought he said we just beat a Bang Yang.
Listen, it's for me, without kind of like saying that United are back, I just want to be very, very kind of serious. This is a very, very good appointment. It was my first. Listen, this guy. It was my first. Let me say, I'm looking good on that. You know
Give us a
listen.
Get your flag out.
It was the first interim appointment I wanted, and I say interim. It was the only interim I was willing to take. I wasn't willing to take Valverde. I wasn't willing to take any other manager that for interim basis. So that means short term. For people that don't know interim, it's short term, just to do a job for the next 6 months. And I wanted that because at the end of the day, his track record for me. Okay, trophies, it leaves a lot to be desired. But for me, there's a greater picture to what he's going to do at Man United. And that is leave a long-lasting legacy. He's going to bring in a style. He's going to bring in a philosophy. He's going to bring in his way. And I think Man United right now, at this minute, have lost their identity. He's going to reshape the football club. We need that right now. And Ralf Rangnick has got a great track record of bringing Leipzig from the down and dungeon. Okay, they had money. But listen, a lot of people had money. But Steve will tell you, you know what I mean? With the likes of, you know, Soriano and them, man, and the key work they did, City would not be where they are today in terms of recruitment, in terms of restructuring the football club, in terms of having an identity right down from the under-12s all the way up to the first team. You have to have a structure. And Ralf Rangnick will bring that. He will assess everything what's going on in this football club. He might expose his football club. And that can be for the greater good of this football club. So for me, I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the new kind of era at Man United, one that will be stabilized and one where he could go upstairs after this 6 months and be a kind of a role where he'll be needed. We don't have a footballing people at our football club. We have a lot of bankers who don't know the football club. And for me, we can have a person now who can direct everything and tell people, this is your role. This is your role. I want this happening. I want this happening. And then he can appoint the right person. So it isn't Alex Ferguson coming here and just saying, you know what? I'll appoint David Moyes because he's my best mate. He's going to come in. He's going to appoint maybe Ten Hag and say, right, he follows this philosophy and I like it. He might even go and get Marco Rose. He might go and get the one that's, I think, the American guy. You know, so he will able to assess what's benefit for Man United, but it will also come from a kind of footballing reason, and I'm happy with that. I wanted Pochettino, I wanted Zidane, I wanted these managers, but they're not here, so I can't cry. I can't do that. I've got to look forward to the future. So for me, all I'm saying is, I know there's going to be a lot of hate out there, and I know Ralf Rangnick will be saying, oh, well, he hasn't won anything, but a lot of people undermine what he has achieved in terms of what he's built. And for me, that legacy is for me, we overlook that. It's similar in terms of Bielsa. Bielsa hasn't won many trophies, but we respect him in the modern game of the way he's reshaped football and the way he's kind of made football the way it is right now. And a lot of people like Tuchel, like Jurgen Klopp, I know GRIZZ will talk about it. These guys, it's almost like the school of Ralf Rangnick. He produced these guys, and for me, he's a respectable figure. And I'm happy, man. I'm happy and I'm excited what he brings to the football club.
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
I have to say, I've never agreed with the whole like trophies means you're a good manager or not. You have to look at the clubs they've been at. It's why I know, despite what people think from last episode, I like Poch. I really do. I rate what he did at Tottenham. I rate what he did at Southampton. Rodgers, I know he's won a few trophies, but he's still not glittered in glory. This guy's managed Stuttgart, you know, Hoffenheim, Schalke. They're not exactly, you know, Bayern Munich. You know what I mean? They're not exactly Dortmund even in the modern era. But I completely agree. I actually think this is a very, very good appointment. This is just really as good as it gets after Conte and Zidane, in my opinion, because this guy, whether again, he hasn't been a manager for a while, so I don't know what he's going to do immediately. But if you look at his track record for players that he's brought in, like in terms of Leipzig and all these clubs, he knows how to find talent. He found Keita. There's loads of other examples as well. I haven't got the list in front of me, but his roster of players that he's brought in and scouted for cheap fees and who have gone to go and command bigger fees is ridiculous. So that's the first thing. You're almost going down that Leicester model of recruitment with someone of this level. And even if, you know, he doesn't blitz it, he's doing exactly what you just said, Saeed. He's going to shake up the place. The main issue with Man United is they've had too many guys that are too friendly around the place. They're legends or former players, or, you know, they've got a soft spot for this person. They know they've got a handshake with Silex. No one gives a shit if you've got a handshake. Do you know what you're doing in the job? And this guy knows what he's doing. It wasn't long ago he was linked with Newcastle and everyone was, you know, going crazy about that as well. So I think this is as good as it gets. And he's going to attract the players as well. He knows what he's doing, man. He's a smart guy. And like you said, Klopp and Tuchel got a lot to him as well. So, yeah, it's a very, very, very strong.
Thanks, Matisse, man. I appreciate. You know what? I appreciate that. You know, I underestimated you, and you know, I was looking at you saying, "Well, Ten Hag won't work. Well, this guy won't work." But I actually appreciate your analysis there. Thank you very much. Good. Yeah, thank you, mate. Thank you.
Listen, the thing is, they've finally taken a step out of the comfort zone, and they've realised that they need to employ football people. They've looked at other clubs around the Premier League, especially us across the road. They've realised what we're doing. They've got a guy in now. And the only thing is, if they let the guy have the free control and he brings his own men in, then they've got a chance of doing something. But it ain't a quick fix. There's going to be some people at the top at Man United who are stubborn. So he will be the face of it. But when he's going in the boardroom saying, look, I want to do that, it's whether they're going to go, you know what, yeah, do it, or it's whether they're going to hold him back. Because there's people at Man United up in them hierarchy that we don't see that are holding people back because they're stuck in the ways that it's a clicker. So, yeah, it's a good appointment for him. It's a step out of the comfort zone. So it could be good for Man United. But now there's other people, heads have got a role at the top. So if the Glazers are making decisions like this and bringing him in, they've got to make other decisions in other departments in that club. Because from top to bottom, it ain't being run right. And we all know that. So the Glazers have done a big step in getting this guy in. You know what I mean? He's got a philosophy of football and identity, which is great. But he's got to be given the powers to do it. He can't be held back because you know what will happen? He'll get off. You know what I mean? Woodward, I'm going to stay on for 6 months. Nah, mate, do one. You've had your time. Do one. Bring somebody else in new. You know, Carrick and all them. All right, mate, thanks for holding the reins. I'm sorry, but Rangnick's coming in now and he's bringing X, Y, and Z in. Ta-ra. That's what they've got to do. If they don't win out this season, if they don't win out next season, but he gets everything in place from the youth team up to the top team and they give the guy the Man United, they give him, if he gives them their blueprint and they're willing to go with it. The Barcelona boys came in Manchester City and they said, we need this, 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 and this. We need him, 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 and him. And the Sheikh Mansour and Mubarak just went, do whatever you want. And we're bearing fruit now. We're getting the rewards. We've actually built, we've built a great team, but we've built a football club, a proper football club. And Man United was a proper football club and they're going down. And now this guy's got to build it back up. So listen, I'm open-minded with it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's not my football club, but if Saeed's happy, I'm happy.
Cheers, man. That's it. Manchester lads.
We're all happy if Saeed's happy because you know happiness is going to end in tears anyway.
Well, it will end in tears, but you know what? Let me enjoy it for now, innit? You know.
My guy, listen, we got a couple super chats. This guy's unboxing says, "My guy Turkish and the panel, big up to you all. You guys watch out now that Ralf is coming to wreck the league. Great show as always, my guy." Usman says, "How many full games have you watched where Rangnick was manager? Why are man getting so gassed about people they never seen? Influence isn't success. Look at Bielsa." Dan says, "The biggest thing for us is that the board have realized the United way is no longer and hasn't been a thing for years. Hopefully a new style." And we got one here from Plantain says, "Guys, let's spice it up a bit. Bring in promotion and relegation in and out of the big six. Given Turkish is the founder, Arsenal can't get red." My guy, you're basically saying he's basically saying Toby out. That's what he's saying with this.
Yeah, just say it with your chest, fam. Don't just start around him.
The hashtag at the end.
Where is he?
Say that again.
He's already left.
No. Tell everybody what he's doing. He's making a pie.
Yeah, that's what he said earlier.
He's an idiot, man.
You can't cook in front of us now. What's this? I thought we was your brethren.
He's an idiot,
in front of
man.
us, bro.
He's a proper idiot, man. He's rolling the pastry out now, isn't he? Don't
Who you calling an idiot? Who you calling an idiot, you old man?
Whoever's making a pie. Who's making a pie in the middle of the show?
I'm making a curry goat pie, bro.
Yeah, bro, make it with us, bro. Let's see the cooking, bro.
Why do you need to turn off your camera? Why do you need to turn off your camera?
Bro, I just had to put it in the oven now. Trust me, I'm a chef.
Yeah, but you don't need to turn off your camera. We want to see what you're doing. That's why I called you an idiot. Like we're family here. We're family here.
So you want me to have my laptop?
Secret recipe?
It's like if my family starts cooking, they're gonna close the door and kick me out. No,
so you can't smell the food.
Why are you leaving the room?
People asking me why you cooking now? The fuck? It's 8 p.m. When the fuck am I meant to be cooking?
Before the show.
The first game.
Literally before.
What, you watched that shit over cooking? Really?
I was doing both.
Do you remember a couple of weeks back, he didn't even know they were playing on Thursday, and now Antonio was here. Yeah, he's like,
he's brought it out.
Toads. Is curry goat pie a thing? Yeah.
It's not a thing, but I'm making it a thing.
That sounds nice.
That sounds bad.
Because I see it on Original Flavor. They made it. I've seen it. I've seen a couple of people try it. So I said, you know what? Let me try it because I actually had some goat, and I was like, I could just make curry goat and rice, but I'm like, let me try a pie in it. So
let me try it as well, innit?
Yeah, exactly. What's your address?
next time, man.
Also, as well, just on there was a comment about him being a consultant after this season. The cream always rises to the top, people. He might be the consultant, he might be the bin man, but he's in the building. And I'm telling you, as soon as they clock that he knows way more than Fletcher or any of them man around him, he's gonna get promoted. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Just the fact that he's there is enough. I know he hasn't coached in 2 years as well, but he knows the game, man. He knows the game. So
come on, man.
It's going to be interesting. I'm interested to see. It's another German in the league as well, another German manager.
This is what I was saying before. Like I think, it's in the interim. I think it's a good appointment. Like he's only going to be here for 6 months, and he's a football man in it. So at the very, I don't think he's going to pull up trees. Like this United squad, it's a good squad that can do some damage, but I don't think he's going to pull up trees in such a short space of time on the pitch. But at the very least, there's like Steve, I was listening earlier on, like Steve said, they've actually got a footballing man who's actually going to give them some sort of style or method that they can actually go out and implement on a pitch. And then I think beyond that, like Matisse said, the 2-year consultancy, this guy's network, we even before he got the United job, like everyone knows about this guy's network, his influence on some of the German managers, and just so many people he knows in the game. So you don't even know like the reach that he's going to have on certain players that Man United ain't even thinking about, and how they can fit into this system, how they can play the way that United need to play as well. So I think definitely on the sort of player recruitment and sort of squad modeling.
Told me.
Yeah.
Facts. The player recruitment and not just buying Ronaldo for the sake of it. We want to buy players who press, who work with the press that he's got. We want to know, and and when you hear like people like Jurgen Klopp who say that he's the best manager he's ever seen or the best person he's ever seen in terms of footballing world, then that gives me great confidence, because then you know what I mean, that it's not just people saying, yeah, Ollie, it was like Ollie was Pep Guardiola was saying where we knew when they weren't training, we just stopped training. You know what I mean? Like we don't want to see that. We don't want people putting the football in the fridge and just say, you know what, we're not playing football anymore. We want a compete footballing wise with the big dogs, innit, Grizz? The big dogs, right?
I don't know what's been said before. I don't know how much did I miss? About 5 minutes or something? I can't be.
All game, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So look, I agree with pretty much everything what everyone said, right? And look, pretty much most of you seem to be gassed. Even non-Man United fans, sort of because of the name. But I think Steve said something very important, and I want to press home on that, because it's without doubt they've come out their comfort zone and brought in someone who is gonna wreck the place. I'm telling you now, he's like proper.
Like he likes everything done his way. And but what the key to me is two parts. A, who is allowed to bring in now, right? Because that's absolute key how to this guy operates. Because if they keep the old guard, a la your Fletcher and I don't even know who they are, Carrick and Phelan, yeah. If he's not allowed to bring in his people, then I can see murder. I'm telling you, I can see murder in that place. It won't end well. If he's allowed to bring in his people right now with the eye for them to step in to when the main coach comes in, because he's not your coach. He's only your interim coach until Pochettino or whoever comes in.
Yeah.
So he's going to be used as a consultant, which is probably another posh word or paid up word for director of football. If the people that he brings in now, it will give a good indication if they're the people that are going to be allowed to work with a new coach. Because what do you do? Because if you bring in his own people now and then you bring in own people for the new coach, it's a bit tricky, it's a bit messy. So even though I'm gassed for you and I'm rooting for you, brother, I'm rooting for SAEED. We all are. We're all rooting for SAEED, right? Because when SAEED's happy, we're all happy. But a lot of caution with it because, yeah, as I think Matisse just said, he hasn't coached for 2 years. Being a mentor for someone is totally different as opposed to dealing with players day in, day out. And not even ordinary players. We're talking some of the biggest egos in the Premier League right now. And a lot of what's the word? Disorganization, basically. Everyone's all over the place. There's no philosophy. What did De Gea say the other day? We don't even know how to play.
Yeah, we don't know how to play.
Because we don't know how to play at the moment.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot to fix up. And those coaches, I think there's a bit more politics than meets the eye, but it's interesting to see how he gets about his people in the job now. And then if they're able to kept on for the new manager.
Yeah. Do you know what it is as well? Just last thing I'll say on it is that it tells me, because for me, Man United could go down two routes, but they have to make a clear decision what route they're going down. You can't be half-assed and go half in, half out and get someone who's good, but you're not quite ready with the infrastructure behind them, and then you're kind of setting them up to fail and all this kind of stuff. I've long been saying Man United have built a team to win, but they haven't built it correctly in terms of there's just so many different profiles. This guy is going to have one particular way that he wants to structure the whole club. And that doesn't mean Man United are suddenly going to go and win Champions League this season or whatever. But it tells me that Man United have said, all right, cool. We couldn't get the winners now because Zidane doesn't want to come, Conte's gone Tottenham. So we're going to go in another direction where we're going to set ourselves up for the long term. And every single club that builds themselves and structures themselves around someone, I mean, Klopp, Pep, you can see it. They always seem to benefit in the long run. That's what's scary. That's what's the main thing. It's not scary because Man United have got, I mean, maybe Arsenal fans will say we're new manager bounce, we might be a bit scared in a couple of weeks, but it's scary because long term, they've got the first piece of a puzzle. That's what's impressive about it. So I agree with you. They've got to back him now, and they've actually got to go and put their money where their mouth is. So it's going to be interesting. But this guy, the thing is with this guy is he knows football, and I think as soon as he opens his mouth, those players are going to respect him because those players have not been coached properly for years.
For 2-3 years, yeah, absolutely. Even towards maybe the last coach we had was Van Gaal, and the players couldn't hack it, and obviously the club decided they wanted a quick fix. So, I'm just happy that we've got structure rather than we've got a manager to win in the short term. Listen, we know that Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man City are better structure to win in the next 6 months. But if I know the football club could be going towards the next 2 years in the right direction, for me, I'm all for it, man. You know what I mean? I'm here for the long run, man. As much as I'm here for winning a trophy soon, I'm also here for the long run, and that for me is priceless, man.
Well, a few super chats here. 40 Cent said SAEED would take Daffy Duck, saying how he ran Disney for years, just gagging for anyone to come in. But Rangnick is a very astute appointment. Oba says,
is that a real super chat? Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? I made that. I was ripping you, innit?
Sorry.
Is that a real super chat?
No, because I didn't see it. So I don't know if Turk's making things up to. I don't know.
Dan says, do you see Poch coming in now? Surely Ten Hag suits this job more under R-Dog.
What does R-Dog mean?
Well, Ralf, innit?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
And we got United View in the building as well. Big up, fellas. Big show as always. Rangnick's Reds will win in the Champions League. We're
man.
back
You know
and
what I
here
mean?
to stay.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if KG.
It's pure banter. They can't help themselves.
I
No, KG. I can't see that's flex, yo. I don't think
That's KG. 100%. That's KG.
It's KG, man. It's KG.
KG said you were in the Champions League at the start of the season when you lot got Ronaldo. It's all mad. You got KG though. Same.
Well, that's a quadruple, but you know what I mean.
It gets like that sometimes.
It gets like that, man. It gets like
It
that.
gets like that. All right, let's get into it, man. Half an hour in. We've only touched 500 likes, people. Get it up to 1,000 likes.
Man.
Trust me, man. Half an hour in, we're usually hitting 1,000 likes. People, get the likes up real quick. Doesn't cost nothing. And also, subscribe to every channel. Steve, SAEED, GRIZZ, TOBS, and Matisse, including THUGGEry. All channels in the description below. Make sure you support all of them and them. And also, there'll be a nice special announcement at the end of the show regarding the Big Six channel. So make sure you're subscribed on that channel too. And yeah, Chelsea, Man United, biggest game of the weekend coming up. Obviously, Ralph's not in for that one. I think he comes.
No, he's not. He's in for your one, so be wary, man.
Lovely. I'm so happy we get one more game. Do you know what I'm saying? Before
Maguire, bro.
Lovely stuff.
What did you say? No Maguire. Oh yeah, no Maguire.
Yeah, so they, they're extra happy as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know. I think that's actually to your advantage that he's not playing at this point.
Yeah, he's happy with him playing.
Go on, Matisse, you go for it.
What are we saying? My team.
Yeah, man.
Listen. I don't know, man. I'm trying to actually be a bit reserved because our record against Man United is not great. But I was speaking to Rance earlier, and he didn't give me any reason to believe that we shouldn't be winning this game. Like, we broke it down. I've looked at Man United in terms of, apparently I didn't watch the Villarreal game, but apparently it wasn't the greatest performance from you guys against Villarreal. So Carrick is kind of just Solskjaer. If anything, what you were saying last week about Rodgers, that's really what Carrick is. Like, Carrick is really the next Solskjaer. Do you know what I'm saying? This brother's just, the remit. He's just bringing out the 2.0 little philosophy there. He's saying he's going to play Van der Beek, which was nice, and Sancho, but then he still plays McFred. And I think you've got a few injuries going into the game as well. Maguire obviously suspended. I don't know if Varane is Varane. Yeah, so that's already their first two centre backs gone. Do you know what I'm saying? And then McFred probably starts, so I don't really see them playing out from the back. We're really good at counter pressing. Can they play on the counter? That all depends on the selection as well. But their press is very unorganized as well up front, and I don't see Carrick in this week being able to coach his team to the level to be able to compare to a Thomas Tuchel team, which is flying right now and blitzing everyone. And then on top of that as well, in-game management, I don't think he's going to be able to affect the game like Tuchel. So I am extremely confident for the game. I've tried to be reserved. I've tried to, relax and calm down. But I will be absolutely fuming if we don't beat this team, especially with Carrick in charge. Do you know what I'm saying? It would be embarrassing in my opinion. You've just seen Man City, what they've done to them. You've seen what Liverpool have done to them. We're not conceding goals. We've only conceded 4 in the Premier League. We literally just need to score a goal. Like that. That's all we should be doing in this game. So score prediction, bro. I'm not doing great. I'm not doing very well at this.
You're not doing very well at this, bro. It's peak for me. Yeah, let's not even get into that yet.
I'd say 2-0. I'm gonna go with 2-0 again. There's no Chilwell. That's the big thing. A lot of people in the chat are saying that. But even still, I've been saying the system is more important than every individual in it. So we should be able to get by. Yes, we're gonna have to tweak a few things. Alonso's not as quick. He's a little bit clunky on the ball, so maybe we might shift to the right a lot more in build-up play. There will be tweaks and there will be things that change. But at the end of the day, the way this Man United team have been playing recently and who they got in charge, there's no excuse. And I don't care if Egghead Anthony Taylor's refereeing as well. I know Chelsea fans love to talk about him. I don't mind talking about him as well. But again, that's not an excuse. I don't care if he picks up the ball and fucking runs into the net himself and scores for Man United. We should still be winning 2-1 if that happens. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the game. And I'm really hoping that there's no surprises.
Lukaku coming off the bench.
Yeah, I would say only off the bench. There's no point starting him. He hasn't been playing any minutes. He's been injured for a while. There's no reason why we can't maybe go with Timo up top. I think Kai had doubts last couple games, so I don't know if he's ready. But for me, we just need to be as aggressive as we've been. It's not like as if our striker, whoever's playing up front, whether it be Pulisic, whether it be Havertz, Werner, it's not like they're smashing in the goals. That's not where the goals are coming from. But for me, the key for that front three is to just be super aggressive. Like, we should be right in our half, in their half. We should be right in their faces, be super aggressive, press the shit out of them. And let's see what Lindelof and Bailly have got. Do you know what I'm saying? There's not many minutes under their belt. That whole back four is going to be, reassembled, and there's not much chemistry and relationships in there. We should do what Liverpool did and just absolutely press the shit out of them. And then if we do that, then we should be fine. So yeah, I'm going with a 2-0, and I'm super confident.
No Maguire in the team might be a blessing for them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's more a blessing than it is a curse. SAEED, what are you saying about the game?
I don't know, man. I think last week a lot of Arsenal fans were talking about free hit. I think this is a free hit for United, mate. I don't think we're expected to win. I think for me, what's going to be key is the fact that we don't really seem to break down teams well, even with this coaching team. And you've got a team who's conceding again, like Matisse says, 4 goals, which is, for me, I still find that astonishing, man. How many games are we in so far?
Game week 13.
Sorry, is this a free hit?
I think it is a free hit because you know what it is. Why the chat laughing, man? I think it is a free hit.
I'm not gonna lie, I completely agree with him. Like they have a new manager coming in the week after. It's Carrick.
It's a free hit, man.
Carrick doesn't even have a license to stay in
the Carrick is gonna be like his position is not gonna be staying by a loss to Chelsea. But what I'm saying,
there you go.
This game for Man United shouldn't be a free hit. Like, you look at the players that you brought in the summer.
I understand that, but
it's squad. Like, how can this be a free hit? And this isn't me saying Man United should go there and are expected to win. This is me saying Man United should go there with the ambition to try. And win.
But there's also ambition, but there's also knowing that we're not just there. You know what I mean? Like, for me, when I look at it, right, I think it'll be awkward. By the way, I don't think it'll be a kind of a 3-4-0 where you just span, because I think it will be awkward. But I just don't think we have the kind of cohesion to beat Chelsea away. I think it'll be awkward. We've got the players, we've got Ronaldo and the individual brilliance, we've got that in us. But to beat this Chelsea team, and I'm talking specifically Chelsea because of the fact that they're well organized and we're not great breaking teams down. And when I look at that, I think for me, I don't expect much from United in a minute, and that's sad. It should be sad. You know what I mean? We should be going to Chelsea thinking, right, that's 3 points. We should be aiming for 3 points, but at the minute, we're just not cohesive. We're not there yet, and caretaker role, Man United. There's a reason why Oli was sacked. There's a reason why we're, I think, is it 8th or 9th in the Premier League? I don't even know where we are. I don't even looked at the table, mate. You know what I mean? So there's a reason where we are. So having said all that, I think I'm going to agree with Matisse. I think it will be 2-0 Chelsea. So it's sad, but I don't really like going against my team, but it is what it is, man.
People don't like to hear the word free hit because it sounds like defeatism, or do you know what I'm saying? Like you have no hope, but it's spot on. Like, what do you expect Man United to do in this game? Seriously, this is a team that don't concede goals. What do we expect Man United to do? What's the tactic?
Yeah, just hope and pray. That's what it is. The tactic.
Honestly, I tried to think all day. What can Man United do to beat Chelsea? I honestly couldn't think. I couldn't, unless like some luck goes their way. But like
individual brilliance, that's what
it's got to be something out of nothing. Honestly, it's got to be something mad.
Listen, Ronaldo on the pitch, anything can happen. You know what I mean? I think if United can, get to half time, not conceding, and maybe snatch it. But I don't think they're disciplined enough to do that. You know what I mean? One thing that's going to happen in this game is the same thing that happened with City and Liverpool. Man City, Liverpool and Chelsea can take the pace of the game to a level that Manchester United can't get to. And that's no disrespect. I'm telling you now, I've been to every game, Chelsea and Liverpool, and I said it. There's a level that them teams got to on the pitch with the press and how fast that game was. And I don't think the game will pass Man United by. At the minute, they haven't got the players to cope. Man City, it was a training session. Liverpool, they pummeled them. And Chelsea, they're a little bit more patient. They'll do the same. Similar to City. I think they'll take the level up. The only way United can get a result there for me is if they spoil it. If they go there and spoil the game.
And they go 1-0 up. And they go 1-0 up.
Go there and spoil it. You know what? Go there and play how you played under Oli on the counter-attack. That's what I'd do. I'd sit in deep and I'd say to Chelsea, you come at us now and try and break us down. And if you can catch him on the counter, if he plays Sancho, maybe Rashford for the pace, you might have a chance. But I think Chelsea can take United deep and drown them. I'm going 3-0 Chelsea.
That's a free-for-all in terms
for all that.
In terms of rotation. Let me get this super chat in from United TOBS. He says, big up the panel. You, man, make a lot of people's days better for real. Love for the love, my guy. And love for the love all round as well. Anyway.
I love hearing shit like that.
Yeah, trust me. These are the most important messages because it's mad to think that that happens. You get me? We're just doing a show about football and talking about what we love. Anyway, we got Rangnick, SAEED, my brother. Let them know we're back. Klopp and Tuchel's father has arrived at OT. Man said their father. Cool. So how many we got? 3-0 Steve, 2-0 SAEED, 2-0 MATISSE. GRIZZ.
Yeah, pretty much the same as everyone else. I just can't see Carrick going there with any kind of counter-attacking or defensive structure. I don't think he's got any defensive players, like really good ones. I don't think he's got the balls to leave out one of the attackers, because that's what he has to do, and he ain't got the balls to do it. You've got way too many forward attacking players, and that's...
You left out Bruno, though, in the Champions League. That was surprising.
Yeah, but Champions League, innit? He ain't going to do that in this game. He just won't do it. And Chelsea's the wrong team to go to playing all these attackers. They just aren't. You need to do what City done and keep the ball. And Man United are one of the worst teams at keeping the ball. So it's going to be one-way traffic. I'm going 3-1.
3-1, yeah. TOBS?
I'm going to go 3-1 as well.
What do you mean?
3-1.
I'm going with 3-1 because I think Chelsea will score 3 goals and Man United will get a consolation.
Let me just check where you are in the table. Is this tactical from you? I don't trust you. I don't trust you, man.
This guy's tap. I'm second, bro. I'm on your neck.
There you go. Oh, there you go. Pure tactical, you know. That's why you're the one of the ones that turns off the camera. I can't trust you, B.
Yeah, we're all second now. We're all joint points, 43.
Yeah.
But can I just say before Turkish, you give me a prediction, is we don't win this game. Top 4, mate. It's looking bleak, you know. It's really looking peak, man. Because if West Ham win, Arsenal win, which I think they will do against Newcastle.
West Ham ain't winning. West Ham are at City, man. Relax.
Okay.
You've got another week of hope.
Yeah, even Tottenham stay with they'll go 5 points ahead of us. So listen, I'm worried for top 4, mate. You know what I mean? I can't be playing Europa League, man. You know what I mean? I might cry in a minute, man. Europa League next year. Can't do it, man.
You might get in the Conference League. It's all right taking the piss out of Toby. You might be in it.
No. Might not be in the Big 6 anymore. You know what I mean?
It might not be the way things are working out. Is that all the predictions? Oh, yeah, my prediction.
Your one, yeah.
2-1 Chelsea. That's what I'm going for. I put that down before. I'm sticking with that. I think Man United have a chance. I know everyone's dismissing them, but I think they have a chance if they set up right. You know, we've seen Chelsea be stifled before recently, so I don't see why Man United can't do that.
They've got personnel, Turkish. They ain't got the people.
They've got personnel to worry Chelsea on the other side, though. I know defensively.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, but
and if you set them up in a way, there is a cause for concern there with Man United's attack. When you have Ronaldo at the top, Fernandes there, who's been one of the most productive players in the league, Greenwood on the right against Alonso probably, or maybe Sancho. That might be an area for some success there.
Yeah.
I'm going 2-1. I think it'll be tighter than most people think, but yeah. That's calm. Next game. What are we going on to next? What's on the list now? Man City, West Ham. I guess that's the next big one on the list. Steve.
Yeah, I mean, just want to touch on last night. Obviously, Paris game. Big Dogs was in town. You know, apparently we're going to get torn apart again, but didn't happen. Zinchenko up front, mad. Head fell off when that came out. Well, do you know what? It came out and I thought, Cancelo must be playing in midfield. And then when we kicked off and Zinchenko was playing up front, I was like, what is he doing? But, man, it was mad. Listen, it was a great game of football. We're playing well at the minute. Bernardo Silva again. Got to give him a mention. Got to give the City fans a mention. You know what I mean? South Stand last night. Unbelievable. Big up. And, listen, we're on a roll. We're doing well. You know what I mean? And West Ham, you don't want to be coming to the Etihad at the minute when we're playing like we're playing. They're having a good season. Wolves sorted them out a little bit the other week. I can't see anything but us winning this now. This was going to be like for a few weeks. I don't care. My chest is out. You know what I mean? I'm feeling the pride. I'm watching my team play great football. You know what I mean?
44 minutes on the clock. It's my time.
There we go. 44 minutes for our guy.
He's eating Toddy's pie. Well done. Eat the pie, man. Eat the pie. Eat the pie.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Out with the old, in with the new.
Yes.
Hey!
Now we can have a Big Six show. Now we can talk about Big Six. Get TOBS out of here, man. About Europe. This is the Big Six, people. West Ham in here.
Love for
Through
coming
to the round of 16, mate.
Mate, Toby's left the Big Six show for a pie. Let that sink in. Left the show for a pie. He left the stadium early, 44 minutes. It's mad, man.
They left the show 44 minutes, the stadium at 44 minutes. But big up Dan for obviously slotting in there. And obviously we've got Man City, West Ham this weekend. And to be honest with you, people might argue that Leicester, are candidates for it. But I think West Ham, especially this season, have maintained their form from last season. They're in the top 4. They got Man City away this weekend. So it only makes sense for Dan to fill in. You're all good, Dan, yeah?
Yes, mate. Very good. Like I said, top the group into the round of 16. We've done the job, undefeated in Europe, in a proper European competition. I'm feeling good.
You might have beaten Rapid Vienna away in the Europa League while TOBS is losing to Mora in the Conference League. So really, it makes sense.
Plumbers and all of that, like smashing up with Harry Kane up front. I don't want to ever hear anything out of that guy. He needs to keep on the down low for a while and not give me any more banner, like, honestly. But no, feeling good, feeling very good. Everything's going well. Like I said, I know you guys mentioned a bit about the Wolves game. That's a blip. It happens, you know what I mean, when you're on these runs. But yeah, mate, when regardless whatever happens Sunday, we're still in that top 4. So, mate, good time to be a Hammer for sure.
Yeah, it's mad. Your goal difference is that far ahead of the other candidates that you will be. Steve, what was you saying before Dan and TOBS? Obviously, TOBS can't.
Just said at the minute we're playing well. Was playing so well. Pep's got them tuned in. A few players like Bernardo Silva, Rodri taking it up a level. That intensity's back. When we talk about last season going on the run, getting into that momentum, we're getting into that momentum. You know what I mean? Paris last night was a madness. The strikers they've got, Mbappe, Messi, Neymar, you're looking at them and you're thinking, wow, they got you on edge. He didn't even do anything, but as soon as they get the ball, you're on edge, innit? Because of the quality in that. They had one shot and scored. But listen, we're playing well at the minute. The Etihad's a tough place to come. Southampton came there, stifled our play early on in the season, got a result. Palace got a result. So I'm not going to say we're invincible there, but at the minute, the way we're playing, I can't see anyone touching us there at the minute.
Yeah, it is a tough ask. I can't lie. Dan, do you think you can have something to concern City or?
Yeah,
the Liverpool result was a big one for you guys. You pulled it out of the bag.
Yeah, it was huge. You know what I mean? Going, putting 3 past Liverpool, and just beating a team that just a top quality team. Like you put them up there with the Man Cities and that, and it's obviously going to be a tough game. I'm not looking at this and thinking like rolling my hands together or by any stretch of the imagination, but I believe that there's a chance we can get a result at Man City. It's funny, like we always seem to play better at the Etihad against Man City than we play them at home. Like you look at traditionally season after season, they've put like 4s and 5s past us at the London Stadium, but we've always given them a really tough game. Like apart from like last season, I think we got a draw at home, but we was unlucky to lose at the Etihad last season. That's in February when they start to really get going in them winter times and around them times. So while they could batter us, I do think that the team are going to be up for this and they're going to raise their game. We had our little blip with Wolves, and now this is our chance to bounce back. And I think, look, if we defend well, we got Zuma. Bonner's a big miss, but if we can just be compact enough and pick our spots and hit them on the break, I think we can do something. And then the set pieces as well. We weren't scoring many set pieces to start the season. Now we're starting to score them. There's definitely opportunities for sure. No, it's gonna be a big ask, but I do feel like we can get something, even if it's a draw. And if it's a draw, that's huge for us. And people talk about 3 hits. If 3 hits exist, this has to be one, because regardless, whatever happens, we're in the top 4. Then we go to Brighton, and then we've got Chelsea. So, boy,
we 3 hits in a row though, Dan. You know what I mean? It's getting too much there.
Yeah, get the free hits out the way and listen, man. We get to January, we get.
Why is
Jesse
this a thing, by the
Lingard
way?
back.
Who's made this free hit idea up?
I was Arsenal. To be fair, it was the Arsenal fans. It was the Arsenal fans.
It was Arsenal, innit? You know what I mean? Turkish chat to them, man. Babs and that, man. Need to chill out, man, Babs.
I know Lee Judges got ripped as well for it, but listen, it is what it is, man. You know, when you're so far off others, yeah, you just want to call it something, and
Yeah, true.
Free hit seems to be the phrase of the moment, so I think that's what people are going
Open
with.
leg season and that.
But with that, I get it. West Ham are flying high. You know, it's not it's unusual for them to be this consistent, and so in a sense, I get what for Dan it makes sense when it comes to us or Man United, SAEED.
Yeah,
we should be embarrassed to say free hit, but I also get it. We're so far off of them that it's like it's hard, man. It's hard.
Yeah. I just want as many points on the board as possible is how I'm looking at it. So we didn't get we lost at Wolves, like we was looking leggy, whatever. This is a chance now. If we get anything here, like the confidence it's gonna breathe, the boost it's gonna give us. And like I said, we get as many points as we can on the way to January. So we're still up in that top 4, and then we're bringing Lingard back to the club. You know what I mean? We're getting another defender, we're getting a striker, mate. It's that push for that top 4 is gonna be on, and the push for potentially winning that Europa League. If we can get them, strengthen them components like Lingard, man, the boost he gave us last season, we get him again. It's gonna be.
You want him? How much do you want him for?
Listen, you lot turned down 18 million in the summer. Now they're talking about
billionaire owners, but how much do you want, man?
We're talking 10 mil. We're talking 10 mil, yeah. He's free in the summer.
We want 20 at least, man.
Man said 20 at least.
Contract runs out in July.
Yeah, I just chilled till July.
You guys got billionaire owners, man. Them Czech Republic owners, man. Chat to them, man.
Pretensity's coming.
Give us you know what we'll do? Give us Lingard, then we'll give us Rice for 50 million. I was like,
listen, this ain't we ain't a charity, you know, we ain't running a charity out here, mate. Listen, I know you guys been struggling, but we don't feel that sorry for you. So
listen, West Ham are nobody's anyway.
Listen, we'll see you next game. But yeah, man, we're on fire. Look, whatever happens. I just, as long as we go there and we give Man City a game, we make it tough. Even like I said, the last game last season when we went away, even though we lost 2-1 just about, I came away thinking, cool, like, you know what I mean? We held our heads up. We didn't get battered. We gave them a game. I feel like we should have got a draw. But that's what I want to see regardless. And I think, yeah, they'll be up for it. You know, Antonio's had his rest tonight. Rice is going to be fired up for it. We've got some good players there. And we'll see. They've got world-class players all over, so they can always create something out of nothing. But it's going to be, I think it'll be a game to watch for the neutrals, I think.
Yeah, Steve, let's go with a prediction.
4-0.
Jesus Christ! And he said that with
Look at the face.
What?
Stone Cold Steve again.
This guy.
I told you that Liverpool would beat Arsenal 4-0.
You know when the big screen comes on. Well,
I had to see the face. The face he made was just too straight. Like I just had to see it.
It was one team you've put 4, but you ain't really been like free scoring like that though this season in many games.
Beat Arsenal 5-0, Norwich 5-0.
You beat Arsenal 5-0 this season.
Yeah, Arsenal.
Yeah, tell Turkish.
Oh, started the season like earlier in the season.
No, I can't talk. That's 5. No stuff with that.
Listen, we ain't no Norwich, we ain't no Arsenal, right? Let's just get that straight. Sorry, Turkey.
Mad that West Ham can say that, isn't it? Oh my god.
this is the Moyes era West Ham. Okay, I'm just saying.
I miss Tobes, man. I can't lie. So, Steve, we're going 4-0 chest out. SAEED?
I think it'll be 3-1 to Man City.
3-1. GRIZZ?
Yeah, I just looked at his lineup because I was worried because he's been picking a very strong lineup in Europa as well, hasn't he? So, but I see he's rested Zuma, Rice, and Antonio. So, fingers crossed, man. He can, he can do a job. Good old Moisey. I've always rated him and loved him. So I'm just hoping they put the same energy they put in for us. But as Steve says, City look imperious at the moment. But I think it'll be a good game. I'm gonna go 2-1 City.
2-1. Cool. TOBS has given me his prediction. He's going 3-1 Man City. Dan, what's your prediction?
Yeah, do you know what? Like I said, like Lobby said, I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. I do think there's a chance that maybe we could nick something, but my head is mostly looking at this game with a little bit of mixture of heart of that we'll get a 1-1 draw. Like, it will be a hard-fought one. There'll be a lot of chances here and there. Fabianski will be making some good saves. Their keeper will be we create a lot of chances. We just need to be clinical. But I could see a 1-1 basically. That's what I'm going with.
Optimistic 1-1, Matisse.
I was dancing between 2-1 and 1-1, but I'm gonna go 1-1 as well. I got to stand out from the crowd here as well, and I do think West Ham are a serious problem. I really do.
You're gonna lose points, Matisse, man. You need to, you know what I mean?
Listen, I gotta do something. Do you know what I'm saying? Steve's moved ahead of me now. It's all mad, so I have no choice but to react. So yeah, I think West Ham can cause them problems. I think West Ham they've been problematic for everyone. You know what I'm saying? What they did to Liverpool. So I really think it's going to be a
Did you see Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi last night? Did you see how much problems they caused us?
No, but those three have not really gelled. And did you see how they were off the ball? That was mad. Like they were just walking about like they was on holiday. It was nuts. Like City had possession in their half, and Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe are just walking. And then there's the other 8 who are defending. It was actually nuts to watch. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, football don't always work out like that. Do you know? We've seen so many teams. We've done it. We've gone and we've smashed like Man United at their peak, and then gone and lost to flipping like Burnley the next week. Like that's just.
Well, you've done it. You beat us, and then you went and lost to Wolves. I feel
That's what I mean. We kept Salah quiet, all of that, and then what happens. That's just how it might be, man.
Man said East Ham punching above their weight.
1-1 Matisse, yeah? Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going 2-0 Man City. I think they just get the job done, man. It's Man City. The lack of a striker, I think, long term will become a problem. But I think earlier in the season, when they're all fresh, Sterling's got a couple goals in the last week. He seems to be coming into some sort of goal scoring form. Obviously had a tough start to the season, being dropped and whatnot.
And Cello is unbelievable as well.
Can I change my scoreline?
Yeah, it's no.
You can't.
Sorry, Grizz, man.
Well, new rules again.
No, that is the rule.
That's the rule. That's the rule.
Yeah. You can't bring in new rules.
He's trying to play mind games here.
Mind games, man. That's the job.
I just want to put it out there. There's new rules every week on here.
Is it? Yeah. To be honest, I feel like implementing a rule where if someone can't make a show on the day, then they're 5 points deducted from the prediction table.
Oh, please, because I always give notice, so that'd be perfect.
Yeah. I can't believe with that unprofessional as a show, we had a guy making a pie while the show was live. The guy below me was not in his seat; he was just a seat, and there's a guy rolling pastry in the corner. You know what I mean? It wasn't.
It's always cold as well. It's always cold. Next one, Liverpool, Southampton, I guess, Grizz.
Yeah, well, the way Steve and Matisse said their teams are going to go smash others this week with their chest, I have to as well. If we're the big dogs, we got to carry on. We was good last night. I went to the game. Even though it was a very much changed Liverpool, we were still good. You rested a few and gave a few squad players and a few youngsters a good kickabout, and we beat a good Porto team quite comfortably in the end. On the back of last week where we were very good. We were very good last week as well. So yeah, look, Southampton 3:00 p.m. So what time do you play, Matisse?
We are 4:30 on Sunday.
Oh, you're on Sunday. So yeah, West Ham, Man City. Is that on a 3 p.m. as well?
2 p.m. Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, Sunday as well. Okay, so we get
you're first. The big dogs are leading.
Yeah, so we get a chance to play first. Yeah, and we got to put a marker down as every week goes by. Whoever plays first out of us 3 has to go and get those 3 points to put the pressure on the other teams. And look, it's our turn. Southampton. The last time this guy played us. Even though it was, he went on his knees and cried because he said that Klopp's his mentor and it's the biggest victory of his life. But man didn't realize that that wasn't Liverpool. Williams and Phillips and all these mans playing, but he forgot about that. But respect to him, he still said the club. So, but he's a good coach. I rate him. But they shouldn't be coming to Anfield and getting anything, man. If we've got any aspirations of keeping up the pace that these boys are sitting over there, man. These idiot boys over there in London, West London, man. They're setting a serious pace, man. Serious.
Don't let them
pace.
come at you again, man. They're very, very.
No, I calmed them all down this week. I calmed them all down. Yeah, calma. I told them relax. Yeah, just watch the whole thing in it before you take 10 lines out of context. So
watch the full clip.
Yeah. So, but look, no, but they are. They're setting a mad pace, and City are keeping up, and we're there as well. We're there as well. So we got to do the business.
How many points behind Chelsea?
4 points, man.
Oh,
yeah, Chelsea got a little lead there.
Yeah,
really?
4 points. Yeah.
How many points is City behind? What's going on?
Same. It's pretty much 4 or 5 points behind.
Isn't City 3 points behind?
Okay.
Yeah, 3 or 4. Sorry, 3 or 4. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, I'm gonna go routine. I don't think it's gonna be as spectacular as how Chelsea are gonna beat Man United, or how Steve said Man City are going to smash West Ham. I think our one's going to be a bit of a Saturday 3 p.m. feel to it. You know what I mean? I'm going to the crowd. I'm going again, but I don't think I'm going to be energized as I was for the other games, because it has that feel to it. You know, after a Champions League game, Saturday, 3 p.m. So I think I'm going to go for a routine, hopefully a routine 2-0.
2-0, yeah? Dan, someone in the chat's asking for your Chelsea United prediction quickly before the Liverpool Southampton.
It's at Stamford Bridge, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like standard 2-0 Chelsea. Standard
2-0, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, Chelsea.
There you have it. Whoever was asking in the chat, Himanshu, there you go. Question answered. TOBS has predicted 3-0 Liverpool. What do you think for that one, Dan? Liverpool Southampton.
Do you know what? I hate to agree with TOBS, but I'm have to say the same. I think they're gonna they're looking to come back strong after and really pick up some points, pick up some goals in this thing, and really throw the gauntlet down to the teams above them and show they're still in this title race. It's a big game for them. So yeah, 3-0 for Liverpool at Anfield for sure.
3-0. Matisse.
Listen, we got one super agent, undercover agent in Tino Livramento out there. I don't know if that's enough. Do you know what I'm saying? At the cauldron that is Anfield, I'm hoping that he can do something maybe over there on that right hand side. But Robertson, is he going to be back playing GRIZZ, or what's going on at left back?
Robertson's back. Hendo's back. Fabinho's back. Virgil's back.
Big dogs.
Jota's
Big
back.
dogs are back.
Big dogs.
Squad depth FC is back.
You know what I like about GRIZZ? He loves it when the players. You know when the players come back, I just look at.
Yeah, he loves it. It's like a big
thing. He loves it, man.
I missed them, innit? I miss my big dogs, man. When they're back, you know what I mean? I feel like I wish I could just hug them all and say, yeah, man.
I'm sure they were there against us, though. Jota and Henderson and them. I'm sure they played against us.
Yeah, you done a job on us, man. I know we didn't get a chance to speak about it, but I kind of predicted it beforehand that if you get your game plan right and we have an off day, both had to exist. It couldn't be just you had a good day and we have a good day and you beat us. No, we had to have a bad day. You had to have a good day, and our keeper had a disastrous day, and as a result, you guys done your job. You got well-deserved 3 points.
We got actually 2 agents. Broja, they were just saying in the chat as well. I don't know if he's always starting, but he's another one as well. So unless my undercover super spies can do something, do you know what I'm saying? I think this is going to be routine for Liverpool. I'm going to give Southampton a goal. I do think Liverpool defensively at times, they've had some games where they've done a madness. So I'm going to give Southampton something. But yeah, I'd say 3-1. I do think it's going to be comfortable. I do think the mentality is strong. I don't really see much complacency as well. And Klopp's going to have them geared up because they are the first team playing as well. So they know that they're the ones that need to lead by example. So, yeah.
Oh, it's 3
p.m. No, 3 p.m. 3 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, so my one, I'm like Dan. As soon as Dan said it, I hate to agree with TOBS, but 3-0 was my prediction before the show. I'm not changing it. I was tempted to go with a 1 for Southampton, but they didn't give us a sniff yesterday. So I'm not yesterday, last week. So I don't think Southampton will get a sniff. If they was to score, maybe a set piece. But I'm going 3-0. This Toby guy's putting his picture of his pie in the group.
I'm just looking at it now.
Let me take a look at this.
So
look nice.
It looks like fluffy. It's got it looks like a good texture, but I'm kind of.
What do you mean? What do you mean? It looks kind of nice. What do you mean by that?
It does look fluffy, yeah.
Like, as in, like, it's got a good.
Yeah, I see that, but that's not looking nice, is it? Is that looking nice, you guys? Like, are you guys mad? Like,
It's a bit dry.
For a
It's a bit
pie,
dry.
like, that fluffiness is a good fluffy, you know.
fair enough, no problem.
Why? What's it missing? It looks like if I bite it, it'll be nice and crispy at the top. Listen, I don't know.
I wouldn't pay £1.50 for that.
Chris said, "I'm done being. I'm done
Toby
looking
missed
after
the show.
everybody. I'm just start turning everybody down." Bro.
Toby missed it. Look at this, Dan.
That's a mess. That's looking at
Toby missed the Big Six show for that.
Oh no!
Keep that.
No, you're not gonna do that.
How much
That's his first
in their
attempt
ground?
as well. You're not gonna do that.
79p, 79p, Saeed.
You saying
79p.
Papa Pies? Is that what you meant? You meant disrespect?
And you can see his fingers like where he's pressed in.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
And you lot gassing it up like, you know what I mean? He's Master Chef.
No.
He bottled the pie. He bottled it.
He thought it was
you man ripped him. It's not fair.
And what's happened to Big Steve? He turned off the electric as well. What's going on there?
Stockport Wi-Fi. Stockport Wi-Fi.
Stockport, man.
I'm telling you, the Stockport
They turned it
Wi-Fi.
off at night, Stockport.
Do you know what? Dan came on and showed him what Steve looked like when he was handsome and young and fit. Yeah, and Steve just whipped off his camera and said, "No, I'm not having this slander." Because people were coming for him in the chat. He just turned it off. People were like, "Who's this good-looking Steve?"
I see someone say Phil and Grant.
Yeah, Dan, I'm glad you mentioned it because I was laughing inside when I said that.
That's the law. You get two bald white guys together, it's gotta be Phil and Grant. That's the law.
They were the best duo, man, when I was growing up, man. So you get me.
I hope I'm Grant. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Phil definitely is Steve, man. You get me.
Steve's giving us his prediction. He's going for 3-0 Liverpool as well.
That might be a show, you know, Big Six Bake Off. That could be a thing.
We might have to do a little, something there.
Yeah, man, I could make some nice, like rice, chicken, and banana, man. It's been nice, man. I'm telling you. GRIZZ, you know about that, innit?
Oh, that's sick. Oh, we have to catch up. So, we have to go and do that sometime, man. Yeah.
I feel like the way you've not been talking about pies, you need a pie off. Everyone needs to. You've all been cussing the pie. Well,
that could be Toby's, entry into the competition. The pie.
Yeah, man.
Steve said 3-0 and that he's in darkness, so bear with him at the moment. If he doesn't come back on in the meantime, I'll get his score prediction. Saeed, it's your turn.
I'm going to go 3-0 Liverpool. I think it'll be convincing. I think they'll just be too strong for Southampton. And it'll be another free hit for Southampton. I don't think they expected much over there, so 3-0.
3-0 as well, yeah. Liverpool. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 3-0 predictions. Mad. We've got a super chat. It says from Blender. Says Turkish and team. Can you guys look at show format for ANZ standard time and take questions during the show? Plenty of fans and support here for you. Is that New Zealand?
I have no idea.
Australia, New Zealand, maybe time zone. I'm assuming.
$8 looks like it's $5 Australian they've donated to me.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you know what?
Yeah. Okay.
While we're here on the subject, listen, people. Obviously, a lot of people ask me about the official Big Six channel. A lot of people ask me, "Are we moving to Don Robbie's channel?" A lot of people ask me when we're moving this show to that official channel. It's all coming. It's patience is required on our end, on your end. Like, we're gonna keep giving this to you twice a week on my channel, every week for the rest of the season. The Big Six channel is launching real soon. In fact, as soon as this show is done, I'll premiere the extended intro that THUGGEry has created. For the year special that we did last week. He's added about 3-4 minutes on it. A thumbnail's not ready, but listen, it has been a long wait. It is a year now. So I'm going to upload that. So as soon as this is done, make sure you go over to the official channel. It's going to be a premiere. Make sure you leave comments. I'm going to be looking at it. Make sure you get the likes up to 1,000 because there's 3,400 of you here now. I'm expecting a lot of you guys to cross over. Go support the thing over there too. Don Robbie channel, once a month, once every 6 weeks, we'll be on there. As well as some other exciting things coming. We're going to do some football content. I think what Matisse said about a bake-off, that's a good idea too. But as with all good ideas, to deliver and implement it to the standard I want to, it's going to take some time. So bear with us, people. Continue showing support. Love for the love as always.
Yeah.
We will continue to move and develop. Yeah. All predictions in. Well, Toby's not here, so we'll move. Well, it's not even like it doesn't even matter. Burnley, Tottenham's dead. Arsenal, Newcastle.
Dead club in it. Dead club.
Like,
Arsenal, Newcastle. Listen. What we got to do is bounce back here. When we went into that the Liverpool game, a lot of us were optimistic. I was optimistic of a performance. We didn't even get that. I'm not one to say, the first half an hour was good and take that as an improvement, because if the first half an hour is good and the next 60 makes up for that and counters it with 4 goals, it doesn't really matter how that first half an hour went. At the end of the day, it just took Liverpool a bit longer to break us down. That's how I see it. Newcastle haven't won this season. They've got knocked out the League Cup to Burnley at St. James's Park. No wins in the Premier League. 6 draws, 6 losses, I believe. But we have to win. And in my honest opinion, we have to deliver a performance. We've beaten Norwich recently.
Yeah,
it wasn't convincing. We've beaten Burnley recently, not Watford, not convincing. So there's been a few wins in that run that's not convincing. Emirates, Newcastle, no wins. Get the job done. Convincing. Half-time, the game is over. Full-time, you add, salt on top of it, and you move on, because our next 2 away games are Man United away Thursday and Everton away Monday. Both evening fixtures, 8 p.m. kickoffs, both away at more often than not tough grounds. So we have to get 3 points from Newcastle and just continue being in and around there up until hopefully February, March. And then I might predict something a bit better than I predicted at the start of the season, which was barely top 6. I'm going 3-1 Arsenal. I think 3-1 Arsenal is fair. St. Maximin can cause problems, obviously. Joe Willock's coming back to Emirates. He'll have a little chip on his shoulder there. But
is it Eddie Howe's first game?
Obviously he's had COVID, isn't it? So
okay.
I spoke to Matty today from the Magpie panel. Big up Matty. He said that they're going to do a last-minute test, I think, tomorrow. And if it's a negative, he can be there. But that also means that he hasn't been
training with them.
Here we go.
Curtis said something there, yeah.
We got Curtis, man. Support Curtis's channel as well, people. Come on. Eddie Howe not allowed at the Emirates Stadium due to quarantine. There you go. There you go. So no change there. Well,
I'm sure his coaches can still sort of implement his ideas and things like that, can't they? Though, like he's still like some of these training regimes and things like that. It's just not the same though when the manager can't be there.
Yeah. Got a feel for Newcastle, man. Flipping hell, mate. They thought they were going through a new dawn, and then it's like you get COVID, and then they have to isolate, and it's all just mad, mate. So it's tricky. But in terms of this game, I think for me, Arsenal will wipe Newcastle in a way where it'll be controlled, and that's why I'm going with a 2-0. I think it'll be a very, very convincing 2-0. But there's also some part of me that says Newcastle first. They need a win. What a better club than it's always one a club, and it can be Arsenal, but I just don't see them. And I think for me, City have got a famous song where they say going down with $1 billion in the bank, and I think that's Newcastle going down with $1 billion in the bank.
Yeah,
catchy.
It might actually be the way their season's going so far. Matty did say he's confident they won't, and I guess depending on January reinforcements, Coutinho has been linked. A couple other fringe players out of other clubs have been linked. Listen, if they
he's going to want to go for a relegation battle though, like really, really and truly. If they're in a situation where they could go, they're at the bottom of the table. Is Coutinho's and these top players going to be like, yeah, let me go. I want some of that.
Yeah, but I guess money talks at the end of the day as well, and especially for these players that have moved up. Because with Coutinho, I look at him, he moved on, he took that next step after Liverpool, what he thought was that next step, and it didn't work out. Dembele, okay, injuries, another name that's been linked. I think those players, in a sense, they've regressed over the years. So I think, and the Newcastle project might be something they would be interested in, but at the same time, I don't know if Eddie Howe's the manager to sway them across. If they had maybe got an Emery or a Gasperini or maybe someone from Europe who's already done it, then maybe they'd be able to attract a bit better. So Saeed, you're going with 2-0, yeah?
Saeed?
Yeah, he said 2-0.
Steve's gone 2-0 as well, just to update the people in the chat. Steve's gone 2-0. Who's next? Grizz?
Yeah, I'm not just saying it. I was gonna go 2-0 as well. I'm not gonna lie.
This is getting very tactical.
No, it's not. It's not. Please, you can't accuse me if you didn't accuse everyone else. So I was gonna say 2-0, but okay, just to be different. I'm going to go 3-0.
3-0, yeah? Cool. Where's Grizz? Arsenal, Newcastle, 3-0.
Now talk to me, Matisse.
What did Tobes went with 3-1 Arsenal, so same as mine. Dan, what are you saying? What do you think that one?
Jeez, me, you, and Tobes agreeing because even before you said your prediction, I had in my head 3-1. So we're agreeing again. I think Newcastle's defense is a shambles, and Eddie Howe is not known for building strong defenses. He seems leaks goals.
Yeah.
But they do have good attack. But you guys I know you got battered at Liverpool, but overall, your defense is looking a bit stronger, and Ramsdale's looking good in goal. They're going to knock on the door for sure, and I think they'll get that one goal. But yeah, it's at the Emirates. I think this one will be a fairly routine win for Arsenal.
3-1 as well. So we all agree again. Matisse, actually, wait, Jashar's got a super chat here. Big up Turkish and the panel. Big Six show, my show. Big up Grizz with some great shows last week. Shout out Curtis Shaw TV and Deluded Gooner. Come on, people, as always. What are you saying, Grizz? You got some exclusive shows on your channel, yeah?
Yeah, well, you know, people probably know Carnage used to be on the LFC Day Trippers, but just a little quick thank you for the little plug, man. Carnage is now going to be on my channel exclusively, so straight after the Big Six. You know what I mean? If you want to know about the big dogs.
Nah, Grizz, not straight after. Straight after the Big Six, they go to the Big Six channel, watch the extended 1 year highlight, and then from there, over to your channel. That's right.
That's right. Order of play. That's the order of play.
Order of play. And before I forget, I've just added Dan's channel into the description below. So I'd love nothing more than Dan to tell me after this show his subscribers has gone up. So people support.
Dan Davey.
Once the Big Six channel actually officially launches, we're also going to have the teams that are fighting for that Big Six position or the top 4 positions.
Yo, it could be us, man.
The Leicesters, the
100% will be.
Man United finally fit in. Lovely.
Yo, we might be.
I thought we'd be here like hyped, SAEED, with Rangnick. You know what I mean?
He was earlier on. But then when we broke it down, you know what I mean? He relaxed. Yeah, when we broke it down, he realized, oh shit.
I was thinking of me, SAEED, Dan, and Lee Chappie, a 4-man top 4 race show. I think that sounds about right, man. The way Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man City are going, it's all mad. But we'll talk. We'll talk. And we'll talk.
The Pretenders.
That would be a sick title. Oh my
Pretenders.
Please call it that. Please.
I have a remix of the EastEnders theme on it as well.
Yeah. And you've got Grant Mitchell there, so you know what I mean.
There we go. We're nice. Cool. It's last and least. Burnley versus Tottenham. Tobes has predicted 2-1 Tottenham.
I ain't got my prediction in. What's going on?
I told you, new rules.
New rules. That sounds really unfair.
No points for that one. Matisse, my bad, G. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I don't know what's going on.
I'm already doing poorly enough. I definitely need to get a prediction in for every game. I assure you of that. I mean, listen, if Grizz changes his mind, that tells me something. So I'm going 2-0.
Oh shit! I'm 4 points off you, Matisse. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's long. So I haven't got a correct score in a while. But
you're going, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going 2-0, man. When Grizz changed his score, and I kind of did mind games with him, I just feel like that was a sign. So I think Arsenal, watch it finish 2-0 now. I think Arsenal, last week was a free hit FC moment. Do you know what I mean? But outside of that, they have been in decent form, in good form, and now it's time to get back on the horse, as you said. So yeah, I think. Listen, when your manager's not even at the training ground, I think it's very difficult for me to see Newcastle getting that set up exactly how it would have been planned. So, I'm going 2-0. I think it'll be comfortable.
2-0. And people, I see one comment. Who was it? Let me see who made this comment. Aaron said, "Nah, Turkish, don't make that shameless show." Bro, this show's twice a week for, 38 weeks. And out of those 38 weeks, I can only talk for about 6 to 8 of those weeks because the way Arsenal have been moving recently has been mad. At least with the other show there, with West Ham, Leicester, and Man United, it might be a bit more level playing ground. But it's all just thoughts right now. Anyway, the Big Six is the main thing. The Big Six
take out the big dogs.
2-0 Burnley, Tottenham 2-1. Tobes said. Dan, what are you saying?
Yeah, do you know what? I don't think they're going to win this game, Tottenham. Like, Harry Kane can score against all the plumbers, farmers, checkout assistants he wants. He's not in good form, and he's not going to be scoring against no Burnley. I'm going to say 1-0 Burnley. That's
Wow.
Yeah,
you definitely haven't got the table. I've been thinking about that, because if you were, you wouldn't pick.
Can't you see, like, Kane has not been banging goals in the Premier League.
He's banged goals against Mura, San Marino, and
Albania was it?
I don't know who else in
some team in the Europa League or something.
Let me do some research, man.
Conference League. Don't even give them.
You know what, man? This is true, man.
You just got to look at it. Burnley, like I said, they're known for being that defensively just resilient. Is that at Turf Moor?
Is that Turf Moor?
Yeah, Turf Moor.
Now I smell what you're cooking.
Yeah, that's it.
I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I like what you're cooking. I might have to get involved as well with the same kind of similar vibe. I actually feel this. Yeah, this could work.
Just picture it.
This can work. I might not go as gung ho, but I might.
Any ingredients into that pot?
I'm not gonna go as gung ho, but I'm gonna say a 1-1 draw. I like that vibe. I can definitely see it. I can see an upset. Like, Burnley need to get a result. They need to survive, as they always do. They always find a way to survive. So it's by picking up points somewhere.
Someone said in the chat about Cornet as well for
yes,
Burnley.
Cornet. Yeah.
Cornet, like the ice cream, yeah. Cornet. Isn't it Cornet?
Cornet. Is that how you say it?
Cornetto. What are you on about?
Oh, yeah. It's that, isn't it?
Yeah. So what? Matisse 1-1.
The Aldi version I've got there.
1-1. Yeah.
Cool.
2-1. Like ice cream. I'm dead.
1-1. And we got Super Jason. Big up Turks, Tobes, Matisse, GRIZZ, SAEED, and Big Steve. Can't stress how much I love this show. GRIZZ, SAEED, Matisse, and Tobes. Your content on your channel is quality, right? Appreciate the super chat and appreciate the nice message. And that just goes to show a man supporting the rest of the man them on the Big Six, because all of us make up the Big Six. It's, not just this channel. We're all involved. And as we move forward, there's going to be more crossover content anyway. So it only makes sense to support the rest. Where are we? Yeah, I'm going 2-1 Tottenham as well. I think they'll nick it. I think they've got Conte now. Listen, I want nothing more than Dan to be right. 1-0. If not Dan, then Matisse 1-1. That would be sweet. But I just think that Conte will get them over the line, like he got them over the line last week against Leeds. SAEED, I'm waiting for Steve's prediction. So,
you know what? I'm stuck between 1-1 and 1-0. But because Tottenham have got that moment, Harry Kane or someone, I just don't want to go against them. But I'm going to go with Tottenham to win 1-0.
1-0, yeah?
Yeah, man. But I'm not confident when I say that, man. But it is what it is. Can't go against them.
1-0. SAEED, do you want to call Steve quickly while GRIZZ does his prediction and just get his prediction for this game? He's not replying.
Call him, yeah.
Yeah, just call him and get his prediction, because I don't think he's reading his WhatsApp now. I don't know if that's gone as well.
Yeah, no worries.
Just so there's no cheating, because I know how GRIZZ will pull it up in 4 weeks and say, listen, Steve didn't make his prediction that day.
I will 100% pull it up.
I know you, GRIZZ, man. I know you.
It's a serious game this season, bro.
No joke. We're making phone calls now.
Do you know what I mean?
We weren't doing this last
we're
week.
calling a friend 50-50. It's like, ask the audience. This is serious, bro. Who wants to be a millionaire, bro? Come on.
His phone's probably died now. I can't charge it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all.
You might have to put him a default 0-0.
No. To be honest, Steve's the honest one out of us. He won't like. So it's like Matisse and Toby and SAEED. I don't trust. So yeah, I'll go with.
You don't trust me, yeah? All right. So
what? Nah. You done me about 5 weeks ago when you was rooting for me, and now you're level pegging with me. You done me.
Yeah.
Nice.
The games.
Your mind games are serious.
I'm serious, man. Serious.
I'm gonna go. 2-1 Spurs.
2-1.
Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah, a few 2-1s there. You know what? I used to be vexed when GRIZZ predicted the same score as me, and now I'm last. It doesn't even fucking matter what GRIZZ does. I'm so far off the top. It's mad.
He went 2-1. He said 2-1 to Tottenham, I think. Is that 2-1 Tottenham or 2-1 Burnley?
You never know with Tobes. It could easily be 2-1 Burnley.
Let me ask him. Burnley or Tottenham, mate? Because it could actually mean Burnley. You know,
serious.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, Steve said.
Big Steve said 2-1, isn't it? So I'm guessing.
Yo, chat to them.
Yeah, 2-1. He means Burnley.
He must be in Burnley. 2-1, isn't it?
Mm.
Let's just say that.
What?
I said Burnley 2-1, innit?
All right, I thought you went the other way. All right, say no more then.
All right, Saeed, you've used the lifeline for the season now.
Yeah, that's your lifeline.
Cheers, man.
That's it.
Yeah. See you later. Ta-da.
Nice one, Steve. Thank you, Saeed, for that. So what did he say? 2-1 Burnley.
Yeah, it's going for the shock.
He's going for the shock again. It worked for him last week. Like I said, if I just bring up the table one more time before we wrap it up, there it is. Steve has bounced back from bottom, and now he's fourth. Joint second, really, when you look
What's
at it.
this joint business, man?
I'm only 1 point behind. Okay, I'm only 1 point off second. It's not that deep.
Grizz, you still got a healthy lead, you know, Grizz, you know. You still got a healthy lead.
Relax. I know. Relax. Just don't need to jinx
really
it. Talk about it too much.
Yo, Grizz, I think you're going to win, you know. You're clear, bro.
You lot don't need to. Don't stop talking, innit?
Yo, Grizz gone clear, bro.
Look at you, lot. Nah, it's a.
Everyone in chat root for Grizz, man.
He's walking it, people. He's walking it.
Turkish, man. What's going on? What is going on?
I'm surprised Turkish left this up as long as he has.
Yeah.
But I don't get it. Turkish says he copies my scores every week. Why is the bottom like I'm on top? Why go on there?
That's what I need, Grizz. That's the fire I need, man. We need to make it interesting now. How many points separates us right now? Let me go back to it. Let's make this interesting, man. How many points separates? 38 for fucking 9 points.
That's a gap, you know.
I was about to bet Grizz, but I ain't betting you no more. I don't know.
We need like 3 correct scores there. Jesus.
Well, you never know. It takes one good week, man. Trust me.
Yeah, it does.
I've had 10.
Say no more, people. I've set up the premiere for the.
Now check this.
Called out. Guys, you guys should know by now that I don't know how to do that 4G shit, yeah? The alarm sensor, I've been in the word, the alarm sensor went off last night. I had to get called out. The guy's been changing it. Then all of a sudden, bang, everything went off. I've got to turn the alarm off and reboot it. He's rebooted it. Then I had to test 10 alarms. So he's just tested 10 alarms. So I couldn't even go on because the alarms were ringing. So it is what it is, man. I had to just get off. But fuck me. Nightmare, man. I've been up since 6 this morning and I'm just leaving now. I've not even been home yet. And then it's Black Friday tomorrow. So I'm back in at 6. But good show anyway, man. West Ham guy was cool.
Big up.
Big up, Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
Saeed, did you proof check that? Because he might have said this West Ham guy's a wanker and you.
Yeah, it could have gone left.
It's so mad. Wait, where am I? Let me put the link to the premiere of the official, introduction of the Big Six.
Yeah, man, get in there, man.
Let me pin it. There we go, pinned. In the pin message, the Big Six channel. Make sure you're subscribed. The 1 year highlight reel extended version from Thuggery will launch at 9:45. So that's in about 9 minutes. So make sure you guys head over there, hit the like button. I'd love nothing more than the first video on that channel to get 1,000 likes. I'm sure it can happen. It's up to you guys. Get it up to 1,000 likes, first ever video. And make sure you guys leave a comment, share it, Instagram and Twitter, and we'll retweet and repost all of that. Any last minute thoughts, lads? Saeed, Grizz, Matisse, and Dan?
All
Ralf,
good, man. All set to go.
Baby. Ralf, Rangnick. Whoa.
That's the 5th song you've sang this week.
This brother sung a song for every linked manager. He's got 5 songs. This brother's got 5 songs, bro. I'm telling you. Zidane, Zuzu. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
End this shit.
We're multilingual, man. We're multilingual. You know what I mean?
I have to, before I end, I have to say a massive thank you to Dan for slotting in when Tobes had to leave.
When Tobes left.
You deserve the spot. Thank you.
Super sub.
Debut. And you know what? Not often many people make their debut on good terms. You know, in top 4, successful season so far. Usually people back out of the show last minute, and I have to find debuts for people to come in when Liverpool are losing or other teams are, across the board. So big up everyone in the chat. Still 3,000 here. Make sure you guys subscribe to Dan. His link is in the description below, as well as Matisse, Saeed, Grizz, and Big Steve. Thuggery, that there as well. Love for the love, people.
No more clipping, Thuggery. You hear that? No more clipping, mate. Because with that.
And we got one more super chat to get in. Gambian Guna says, this is the best and most entertaining show. Turkish, I hope to see you on Saturday's game. Grizz, please check your Insta DMs. Love for the love. People, we're out, man. We're out. Love for the love. Couldn't have said it any better myself. Peace.